Welcome to Kansas Speedway for Race 7, Season 2 of the Mountain Dew Cup Series. We have 30 cars lined up today to see who will win. Here are the sign-ups for today and the rest of the season. If you haven't signed up yet, go to the link in my description or comments to sign up. In heat race number 1, it's going to be Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Noah Gragson, Tyler Reddick, and Ryan Preece. Harvick with a slight lead over Hamlin, and Hamlin's going to get turned by Preece. He goes in the wall. Harvick will lead lap number 2 as Reddick moves up to second. Hamlin drops to third. The dominant cars of the season are leading, 2 laps to go. Reddick with a slight lead over Harvick. Oh, and he's going to get turned by Preece this time. He goes hard on the wall, and Harvick leads lap number 2 as Reddick will stay in second. Reddick almost goes over. He stays on all 4 tires though. 1 lap to go. They're side by side for the lead this time. Reddick edges up front. He goes in the wall. Reddick is up and over as others behind him crash hard. Harvick will sweep the heat races as Denny Hamlin, who has been running in third the entire heat race, will advance along with him as Reddick will go to the last chance qualifier. In heat race number 2, it's going to be Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, Eric Almirola, Christopher Bell, and Corey LaJoie. Chastain's going to have the lead over Buescher. Oh, and Buescher's going to go in the wall. There's a huge crash. Suarez almost gets into the catch fence. Chastain will lead lap number 1 as everyone except him got involved in that crash. Was it Chastain's fault? I don't know, but look at this replay. Suarez just ramps off of Eric Almirola. Thankfully, he does not go in the catch fence, but he was very close. As I said before, Chastain has the lead, Buescher in second with 2 laps to go. Chastain and Buescher side by side. Buescher edges out front. It's going to be drag race coming to the line. Looks like Buescher barely gets it over Chastain as they crash behind them. Almirola third and Suarez fourth. 1 lap to go. The top 3 are side by side. Chastain edges out front. Buescher falling behind. Chastain gets the win as Almirola will take the second position away from Buescher. Buescher will try to go redeem himself in the last chance qualifier. In heat race number 3, it's going to be Chase Elliott, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., William Byron, Austin Cindric, Michael McDowell, and AJ Allmendinger. Cindric's going to have the lead as they're side by side coming across the line as we have a huge crash in the back as Allmendinger is in the catch fence upside down. Elliott leads lap 1, Stenhouse second, and Cindric third. Let's take a look at this crash, though. Starts off by Allmendinger getting in the wall, then he ramps off the hood of William Byron, and you see right there, he got in the catch fence a little bit, and he ends up upside down on his roof. He will DNF as we have 2 laps to go in heat race number 3. They're all side by side this time. Elliott edges out front. They're going to be 5 wide coming across the line. Elliott leads the second lap once again, as McDowell gets second barely over Stenhouse. 1 lap to go. McDowell with the lead coming off the ramp. He's going to get into Elliott, and McDowell will win heat race number 3. Elliott will advance along with him as he barely gets second position over Cindric. In heat race number 4, it's going to be Ryan Blaney, Harrison Burton, Chase Briscoe, Alex Bowman, Austin Dillon, and Todd Gilliland. Chase Briscoe with the lead. Here comes Harrison Burton, though. Oh, and Bowman goes in the wall behind him. He's up and over as they crash behind him. The underdog Harrison Burton leads lap number 1. Chase Briscoe in second as Todd Gilliland will DNF. 2 laps to go. Blaney with the lead. Here comes Chase Briscoe, though. They're going to spin across the line as it's very close. I cannot tell who won. They're going to say Briscoe barely gets it over Blaney. So the 14 cars are leader with 1 lap to go. Todd Gilliland DNFs once again. Briscoe with the lead once again over Blaney. And here comes the rest of the field. It's very close coming across the line. Briscoe picks up the win, and Harrison Burton in second will advance along with him. Blaney will go to the last chance qualifier. In the final heat race, it's going to be Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr., Eric Jones, Kyle Larson, and Kyle Busch. Logano with the lead. Here comes Truex, though, with the momentum. Truex leads lap number 1 over Logano, and Kyle Larson in second. 2 laps to go as that 19 car has had a ton of speed recently. The top 3 are side by side this time. It's going to be Truex edging out front. Truex leads lap number 2 once again as Joey Logano comes in second. Mostly the same positions as in lap number 1. 1 lap to go in the final heat race. They're all side by side once again. Truex edges up front though. It's close at the line. Truex barely gets it over Logano. They will both advance as Larson will go to the last chance qualifier. Now in your last chance qualifier, it's going to be Chris Buescher, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Larson, and Austin Cindric. It's going to be Reddick with the lead, And here comes Cindric, as Cindric will win the last chance qualifier, Reddick in second, as they will both advance. Now in the final group, it's going to be Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Harrison Burton, Joey Logano, Michael McDowell, Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola, Austin Cindric, and Tyler Reddick. They're side by side as they all come down the ramp. Truex enters up front as he's going to go on the wall as they crash hard behind them. Harvick leads lap 1, Chastain second, as Burton will barely make it to the line, but Reddick will DNF. Truex falls back to third after going in the wall, Briscoe fourth. 3 laps to go. Truex with the lead. Here comes Harvick though with the momentum. Oh, and they crash hard behind him. McDowell does a 360 in midair as there are cars scattered all over the place. Truex will lead lap number 2, Harvick second, and Elliott third. 2 laps to go as Harrison Burton will DNF. Harvick with the lead. Here comes Chastain though as he puts Chastain in the wall, and Chastain surfboards across the pack and Truex goes through both them and he will lead lap number 3. Harvick in second as Cindric will DNF. 1 lap to go here at Kansas. Can Truex hold off the field? They're side by side coming off the ramp. Harvick enters out front as Truex is gonna spin as Harvick will win here at Kansas. More bad luck for Martin Truex Jr., but congrats to Kevin Harvick on his second win of the season. And congrats to Rowdy Extreme on their second win of their career. Here are the results from Kansas. Here are the account points after Kansas. Rowdy Extreme barely has a point lead by 1 point over Tate and Papa. Here are the driver points after Kansas. Thank you for watching today's race. Make sure to catch the premiere for the next race on the Mountain Dew Cup Series.